what's up? Hey, so today, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming at you with a big video ranking every single gun in Fortnite, vaulted or not. Every single gun ever. Now this is a big video and we've got a special guest today, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop straight into it. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want, and let's do this. So, conveniently enough, there are actually 50 guns on our list. 50 exactly, so we're gonna start at 50 as the worst gun in Fortnite history, both ranked by you guys and in my own opinion as well, is going to be the Fiend Hunter crossbow. So the Fiend Hunter crossbow is like the crossbow, but worse. While it shoots faster, it only does 40 damage a shot, meaning that if you want to kill someone at full shield, you would have to hit them, yes, 5 times. And it wasn't really designed to kill people, but rather husks. Regardless though, this video is not about killing husks, but players. And if you have a Fiend Hunter crossbow, you're not gonna kill any players. And then at 49, I thought we'd just keep this list nice and tidy and throw it in as the crossbow. Also pretty terrible. If you do manage to land a headshot, you can do over 100 damage, but it's still really bad. Yeah, just don't use either of these things if they ever come back, which they probably won't because they're so bad. Anyways, moving on to our number 48 spot, we have the OG SMG. Now, way back a year and a half ago when I made this video for the first time, this was actually the lowest gun on our list as the crossbows hadn't come out. There was a time when the original SMG did 10 damage and the pickaxe did 11. Yeah, just let that sink in. It was really bad. The original SMG had bad aim, really high fire rate, and extremely low damage, so it was just very difficult to hit anyone with anything. And keep in mind that this was also at a time where double laser pump existed, so to use this thing was just not even in the realm of possibilities. At 47, this is gonna be the semi-auto pistol. You know, I gotta be honest, I don't hate this weapon. It's something that can get the job done if need be. But my word, if you're using this thing, are you at a disadvantage? The only time you'll ever use this weapon is early game, and it's the only thing you have. And basically the only way you're going to win against someone else is they're going to miss their shots. So not only do you have to be good with it, you also have to get very lucky, or you know, you're probably dead. At 46, we have the 6-shooter. The 6-shooter got 867 votes. I've always said the 6-shooter is kind of like a 2-in-1 gun that doesn't do either of those things well. It's decent to not so great long range, but you can kill somebody. And short range, again, you can kill somebody, but you're probably 9 times out of 10 gonna get outplayed by a shotgun. There's just not a whole lot of reason to use this weapon unless it's your only option. Now at 45, we have the Burst SMG. I don't hate this weapon, but it's another thing that I'm only going to use because I don't have any other options. If you manage to chain a few shots in a row with at least one headshot, you're actually going to do quite a bit of damage and may get the kill. But that's only going to be early game because it is really difficult to outplay someone with over 100 HP. And on top of that, you can't use it like other SMGs to box fight because of the burst. It really doesn't work against turbo building. So all in all, it's just a pretty bad weapon. Now at 44, we have the infantry rifle. I should make a note for this video that we won't be looking at different weapons of the same rarity like we've done in past videos, but we will look at different weapons if they are different designs. So for this spot, we're looking basically at the gray to blue infantry rifle, and the purple and gold version will have its own spot on this list. The blue infantry rifle is really not something I ever use. I like the purple and gold, but the blue to gray is just bad. And followed by this at 43, we have the scoped thermal assault rifle. Now currently in the vault, the scoped thermal is another weapon that I just don't like to use. In my opinion, the scoped AR is just the superior hit scan weapon and much easier at killing enemies. While some people do claim that the thermal is a nice advantage, in my opinion, it really doesn't help at all, and it just shoots too slow. Plus, the hit scan just feels weird. And at 42, we have the suppressed pistol. Now this weapon does 25 damage, so is 4 shots to kill rather than 5 with the semi-auto pistol. It's significantly better. Only needing to land 1 less shot early game is actually quite a big difference. But Pretty much, I feel the same way about this as I do with the common pistol. At 41, with 962 votes, we have the semi-automatic sniper. Really just the worst true sniper in Fortnite. Landing 76 body shots is a real feels bad. The thing with the sniper is you usually only get one shot, and if that one shot that you manage to land isn't even enough to knock someone at 100 health, it's not worth it. And topping out our number 40 spot is actually going to be the new silenced semi-automatic sniper rifle. I really don't like this thing. I wanted to give it a little bit of benefit of the doubt, just because it's so new, but to me, again, this is a gun that feels like just has a really weird hit scan. In the gameplay, I just can't land any of my shots, and I was expecting it to more so play like the scoped AR, but it doesn't, and I really don't like this thing. I would probably have put it lower myself, below like even the infantry rifle, but again, benefit of the doubt. Now 39, this is going to be the burst assault rifle. The burst assault rifle is bad. I've always claimed to be bad, and most pros at least agree. Because your first shot may land, but as the bloom expands on the second and third, it becomes less accurate, and the whole point of it is to be an accurate weapon, so it really doesn't work. Never liked the burst, despite a lot of people claiming it to be a decent weapon. And at 38, with 993 votes, this is going to be the scoped assault rifle. Now, the scoped assault rifle is actually a weapon that I really like. I will very consistently rock this if I find it. It's not quite as good as a sniper for long range, but it is pretty nice for just getting a few quick shots off if you do have the accuracy. But with that said, both based on your guys' vote and my own choice, I couldn't put it too high. I've really learned to like this weapon, but I still think a lot of players don't, clearly based on this list and your guys' survey, so I kept it fairly low. At 37, we have the lowest ranking shotgun, which you know has got to be the drum shotgun. It's really not good. I mean, it's fine, I guess, and I'll use it early game if I get it, and I do get kills with it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is by far the worst shotgun. At 36, we have the proximity grenade launcher. Feels really OP when someone else has it, and terrible when you do. And coming in at number 35, we have the Minigun. One sec.
What's going on, Minigun fans? My name's LukeTheNotable, and I gotta say first, the Minigun is one of the greatest guns in all of Fortnite. This thing shreds, it can be used by defaults, easily one of the best guns in the game. And just real quick, anyone under the age of 13 must sign a waiver before using the Minigun. It's very dangerous. I'm sure here you can put some footage of men, women, and children being slaughtered by the Minigun. It doesn't care, it takes small bullets. It's got the highest DPS of any weapon in Fortnite. Why wouldn't you pick this thing up? It's insane! Now, I'm a man of culture. I prefer the old minigun, the minigun that can be fired indefinitely. But the new minigun with a quick wind-up time and higher damage is still pretty cool. Does not matter how many slurps you drink, how many chug splashes, you see a minigun out there, you're dead, unless you have one. Listen, SmithPlays knows all about the minigun. This man is well versed in all of the 7 tactics of the minigun fighting techniques. Anyway, don't be a llama. Use the minigun today.
Who the heck was that guy? Anyways, moving on to number 34, we have the revolver, followed by the hand cannon, and then the gold revolver. To me, these weapons all feel very similar, so I'm just kind of placing them together. Gold revolver is obviously better than the blue revolver, but I'm gonna take a hand cannon over a blue revolver. Now, the hand cannon that could break instant structures was amazing, but the new one to me feels not so good. I don't like that it takes large ammo, and honestly, there's just something about the revolver that to me feels better. At 31, we have the dual-wield pistols. An alright weapon. Nothing amazing, but nothing bad. And topping out our number 30 spot, this is going to be the Tactical AR. Now, I really was not a fan of this addition into the game. The Tactical AR never felt like it had a place in my loadout. If I wanted something that had a little bit more range than an SMG, I would probably rock, like, honestly, just an SMG or a drum gun or a normal AR. And honestly, just the normal SMG to me always played a lot better. So I really just didn't like this weapon, and I never felt like it had a place in the weapon pool. Now at 29, we have the FAMAS, which is the gold version of the Burst. Now the FAMAS is quite a bit better in a few aspects than the Burst, but I still think it really suffers from Bloom. You can always land that first shot with first shot accuracy, but after that, Bloom really screws the purpose of this weapon up. And at 28, we have the gray to blue tactical shotgun. Really a middle of the road weapon. Before we had the combat shotgun, this seemed like a decent weapon, but was never good enough to go up against someone that was skilled with a pump. But now that the combat is here, the tac is just kind of useless. I mean, it's good unless you're going up against someone with a combat, and then you're screwed. It shoots slower than the combat and does less damage than the pump, and really, there's just nothing superior about it. And coming in at number 27, we've got Old Faithful, Old Reliable, the Assault Rifle. This is the most consistent weapon in Fortnite. It's had the least amount of weapon changes, and has always just been a reliable, faithful, and pretty middle of the road gun. Certainly not a Scar, but I'll always take it. It's just solid. At 26, we have the guided missile. The original guided missile was really good, maybe like top 15, top 10, but as it kind of got nerfed and nerfed and nerfed, it really wasn't a strong weapon. Still sometimes worth a kill, or at least able to distract an enemy quickly. And right in the middle of our list at 25, we have the gold infantry rifle. I'm a huge fan of this weapon. In the gameplay, I just miss like I think every single shot, but if you can land your shots, unlike me, you shred. Landing 2 shots and maybe even a third is not out of the realm of common possibilities, and really that's like over 120 damage off this player to begin with. This weapon can really serve you better sometimes than a sniper if you're accurate with it. Absolutely love this weapon. It really does shred, but you guys didn't vote it crazy high, so here it is. The gold infantry rifle got 2,558 votes. Now at 24, we have the double barrel shotgun. A good shotgun, but not one of the greats. The double barrel was really good unless you missed. And if you missed, you're screwed. It's like one of the most high risk, high reward weapons in the game. Lent itself to noobs because if you actually manage to just get 2 lucky close shots off, you're probably gonna get the kill. But also if you're a good player and know how to use it, you're gonna get the kill. Now, I haven't really seen this around Tilted Town much, but I don't think it's ever gonna be my go-to weapon over a pump or combat. Now at 23, we have the hunting rifle. The hunting rifle is a solid weapon if you are good. Plus 200 headshots, easy choice. Quick reload, and even a nice 86 to the body was always just great. Actually, this is another weapon in Tilted Town that I've seen a few times, and I'm glad that it's back to some extent. Now, at 22, we have what I long ago may have put actually at the #1 spot, the drum gun. The poor drum gun. Dude, this weapon has been, well, honestly, it's balanced now, but this weapon has been just nerfed into the ground. It once had 50 ammo, did more damage, and had way better accuracy and range than it currently does. Little bit less range and accuracy than like the normal AR, with 50 in the drum, and did over 25 per shot. It's, again, been extremely nerfed, but honestly is still a very solid weapon, and while I would take an SMG over it, it's pretty nice. At 22, we have the Storm Scout Sniper. So it's very interesting to see this one do so well with 3,062 votes from you guys. This is a pretty new weapon, and oftentimes new weapons don't get many votes, but I like this placement. This list is kind of going off of your guys' placement, but sometimes you get trolls and weird stuff, so I didn't do it exclusively off that. Consider this list loosely based off of your surveys, but not entirely. Like, for example, the original SMG was ranked like 25, and it was like the worst gun in the game. So there's some things we needed to change. Anyways, the Storm Scout Sniper is a pretty sweet gun. 200 plus per headshot, semi-automatic, and it shows you where the storm is. It feels a little weird, and I'm still not used to using it, but I am glad to see it get a good vote, and I just kind of left it where it was. The Storm Scout Sniper is overall a really good weapon, but I'd still take a bolt or a heavy over it. At 21, we have the Compact SMG. I would say this is now better than the drum gun, and a solid weapon, but nothing spectacular. And anyways, topping out our number 20 spot, we have the Light Machine Gun. The LMG, quite frankly, is a beast. It actually didn't get as many votes as the drum gun, but again, we were using the current drum gun, which is not as good as the LMG. The LMG is a beast. The LMG is just vicious. Very, very glad it doesn't exist in the game anymore. Now at 19, we have a very overpowered but not so overpowered weapon, the quad launcher. Having one of these things rain down on you was very frustrating, but when you had it, you kind of felt like a beast. And also limited though, because you can only carry 12 rockets. So you can't spam this thing continuously, but it was really good in duos and squads where you just had distracted players. I was a fan. Now at 18 with 3,407 votes, we have the Silenced Scar. Realistically, just a quieter and more accurate blue assault rifle. And at 17, we have the blue SMG, followed by the silenced blue SMG. Now, I think it's a little bit down to preference on these two, but personally, I prefer the silenced SMG. The silenced SMG does more damage, but shoots slower, so it rewards you for better accuracy, whereas the regular SMG is better if you're not as good, but in my opinion, if you miss your shots, which is more likely, you will be punished. Really, some of the best SMGs in the game, amazing pairing with the pumps, so solid weapons. At 15, we have the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher, to me, is actually quite similar to what the quad launcher was. Just really good at getting a lot of explosives down into an area and really just damaging an enemy. You're probably not going to kill anyone with it, but you can cause a lot of chaos, maybe ding off 100 damage, and destroy a lot of structures. But coming in at 14 with 3,481 votes, we have the Gold Heavy Shotgun. Gold Heavy is great, but not anywhere close to the combat. People have a lot of memories of the Gold Heavy because it's like a good weapon, but the combat just decimates the purpose of this gun. The combat does about the same amount of damage for much longer and shoots faster. Combat is literally just a better heavy, but slightly less accurate. Now the heavy does more headshot damage and has a wider spread, so if you're close up, it may sometimes be better. And it is a good gun, but at the end of the day, it's just no combat. Now at 13, this is actually going to be the Gold Tack. Now some of you guys may disagree with this placement, but I think that the Gold Tack and Heavy are pretty similar. I would take a Gold Heavy over a Blue Tack, but I would take a Gold Tack over a Gold Heavy. Gold Tack almost lands 200 to the head, and it just actually feels pretty good. I won't run a Blue Tack over a pump or a combat, but if I do get a Gold Tack, I'm usually gonna take it. Now at 12, we actually have the Heavy Assault Rifle. The Heavy Assault Rifle got 3,656 votes, which I'm a little surprised by. I like the Heavy Assault Rifle. It's a good, longer-ish mid-range weapon that does quite a bit of damage if you're accurate with it. You get a few nice quick shots off with pretty good accuracy, which is just exactly what you want. I honestly was gonna rank it quite a bit lower than this, but seeing as it got this many votes, I thought, you know what? People like this weapon, I'll put it where it is. And at number 11, we have the RPG with 3,870 votes. The RPG is good. There are very few opportunities where you're gonna pass taking an RPG. It's not the best weapon in the game, but it is pretty freaking good. Now coming in at number 10, we're taking a huge jump up here to 4,953 votes. We have the Bolt Action Sniper. The Bolt is a great weapon. Got a lot of votes by you guys, and I think this is actually a pretty fair placement. Quick, nice 100+ damage, easy dubs, if you're good with it. Now, well, the Silent Sniper only got like 1,000 votes, but I couldn't leave the Silent Sniper that low because they're basically the same weapon. So coming in at number 9, with the only difference being the Silent Sniper is silenced, is the Silent Sniper. Anyways, though, coming in at number 8, this is going to be the blue and green version of the pump. The blue pump is an old classic. One of my favorite weapons in the game, one of my most go-to weapons. It truly is an amazing weapon. A very high risk, high reward weapon. You land your shots and you get a nice clean headshot. You may even one-shot a person, but if you miss and that player has a combat, you are in a very bad situation. That said though, it rewards good players and it is a great weapon, so number 8. Now, number 7, maybe a controversial pick. It's got 5,100 votes. we have the Flint Knock pistol. And honestly, I think I agree with this, guys. The pump is great, but man, that Flint Knock was amazing. Probably the saddest I was of any weapon getting vaulted in like the last 2 seasons. The Flint Knock is amazing. Almost 90 damage to the body and 180 plus to the head. Oh my God. It's not even that hard to hit with this thing. You just kind of point it in their general direction and it's like they're dead. The thing that makes the Flint Knock so great is not only does it do that, it serves as a glider for you. You can go up as high as you want, and as soon as you're almost down to the ground, just fire that bad boy up. You're golden. The Flint Knock was an amazing weapon, and I'm really sad to see it go. Now, number 6, with 7,446 votes, we have the Boom Bow. The Boom Bow, oof, spicy. This is a weapon that should have got vaulted, if we're being completely honest. The Boom Bow was so absolutely lethal. Early game, it's basically free kills. If you get this thing from chest at the start of the game, so many people running around with 100 health, you just bop, bop, bop. Now you're walking out of somewhere with like 10 kills. Doesn't even take heavy ammo or rocket ammo, literally just shotgun ammo. What? The Boom Bow was one of my favorite guns, and I think it was good that it left, but I do truly miss it. Now, coming in at number 5, and I should also mention that besides the Silent Sniper, 11 up is all untampered. It's all your guys' votes, because I do agree with it pretty much bang on. Number 5 with 8,921 votes. It's a lot of freaking votes. It's the TAC SMG. Dude, honestly, S tier weapon. So ridiculously good. I forgot how good it was until I played some of those classic and unvaulted game modes, but oh my God. Can this please come back this season? I don't have a lot of gameplay with this thing, but it's just like instant death for whoever is on the other end of it, and even instant death for me. The tactical SMG is insane, and if we do see it return this season, there's going to be a ton of people calling OP on it. And as of now, though, it truly is the number 1 SMG in Fortnite. Now, number 4, with 9,585 votes, the highest ranking sniper is, of course, the Heavy. The Heavy is a weapon where you don't see a lot of people talking about it being overpowered, and I think it's overpowered. You can do everything right, all right? Full health, 50 shield, just maybe not find any more shield. You get shot by this thing, you're dead. It's like a little bit unfair. I think if it did 149 damage, it would be a little bit less OP. But the fact that I'm even talking about it being OP shows how good it is. There's hardly anything more satisfying in Fortnite than getting a 375 headshot with this thing. It's just unnecessary, but it's amazing. Absolutely love the Heavy. One of my go-to guns. It's something I never don't take if I see it. Number 4. Now, interesting, very interesting here. Coming in at number 3, 10,389 votes is the Combat. I like this pick. I like this pick a lot. Combat over the Gold Pump. The Combat Shotgun has proved itself to be one of the greatest weapons in Fortnite, and I think the number 3 spot is very appropriate for it. Combat Shotgun is a god tier weapon. S tier, whatever. If you miss your first shot with a pump, a Combat Shotgun is able to get 3 shots off, each dealing at least 70 damage if they're even just to the body, before you get that second shot off. The DPS on this weapon is nuts. 130-ish to the head or 77 to the body. You are so quickly dead, it's like you don't even know what happened. There is a weapon that kills quicker and is a little bit more reliable than the Blue Pump, which coming in at number 2 with 12,610 votes, ladies and gentlemen, is that Gold Pump. Gold Pump is everything the Blue Pump is and more. It's forgiving, okay? You've got 20 damage to play around on, taking someone from 200 health to 0. With the Blue Pump, you gotta land perfect. With the Gold, you can miss a little bit and still delete someone's account. Delete their existence. The Gold Pump was so dirty, and I honestly wish it would come back. The combat is so much better than the Blue Pump that I think it needs something to be rivaled by. And I think the Gold Pump would really be that weapon. Because going up against the Gold Pump, you gotta be so careful. If you got a combat, you could definitely outplay it. But if you don't, the Gold Pump's gonna get you. Now, we've got one honorable mention on this list. It only got 2,020 votes, but it is the best weapon in the game. So, honorable mention, I guess, because it's not actually a gun either. It's the Infinity Blade. There's no other weapon that gives you 200 plus health and basically invincibility powers and unlimited building. The Infinity Blade is the best weapon in Fortnite, but I mean, again, it's the Infinity Blade. It's a mythical weapon. So while the Infinity Blade is insane, we're not really gonna count it for the #1 spot because it's the Infinity Blade. So, ladies and gentlemen, with 13,197 votes, at our #1 spot, we have the Gold Scar. Truly, still the GOAT. Kind of like the Gold Pump more, but the people voted, and I'm gonna let you guys vote it where it deserves to be, at #1. Dude, it's still, to this day, the best weapon in Fortnite. Maybe. It shreds. It absolutely shreds. It just, like, 1 second you're alive, and you take a few seconds of damage from this thing, and you're just instantly dead. Kills you so quickly, so out of nowheres. You can use it in combination with a pump if you really want to and just completely scrap an SMG. It is great for box fighting, it is great for distance, and it kills so fast. I totally respect this decision, and ladies and gentlemen, the Gold Scar is the best weapon still in Fortnite. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is our video for today. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel as well. Go check out LukeTheNotable. Me and Luke did a little collab, so he was on this video, and then I actually dropped 20 times in Fortnite with him, and we got a whole bunch of wins. So if you want to check out that video, I highly recommend it. He's very close to 1 million subscribers as well, so if you're not already subscribed to LukeTheNotable, I don't know what the heck you're doing. Anyways, if you've already seen that video or you're already subbed to Luke, you can check out these other videos, subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, you freaking nerds.
Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the TheSmithPlays content. Make sure to subscribe to TheSmithPlays and check out his other videos. You'll probably like them. Anyway, stay Smith. I'll see you in the next one.